that nature. So it's been good, but it's a beautiful day here.
It is indeed.
And a great format for football. Dietz Stadium really is accommodating, and it's just really, really nice. The temperature's about 60 degrees, and that's just really great. There won't be any conditions that'll be hampering the teams. To my right, a lot of the field is in shadows from the 20-yard line in, and teams are getting ready. We're about 7 or 8 minutes until kickoff. Millbrook is on my left in purplish blue and white with silver helmets, and Ellenville is congregating on the right. Coach Borriello and his crew. Coach Borriello and Coach Connors. Assistant Coach Westbrook. So it's going to be a great afternoon.
It does indeed look like it will be. As you said, beautiful day for a football game. It might get crisp as the sun starts to set, but right now it's very, very warm out.
Right. Just to add to a little bit for the background here, our regular quarterback, Sebastian Constable, suffered a emergency appendectomy this week, so he's out. And we have Anthony Casamento probably going to be standing in as their starting quarterback.
Okay.
But he's run the offense before, and the coaches feel confident in his standing in for Sebastian.
Okay, so who's missing from today's lineup?
Sebastian Constable.
He's missing.
He's number 9. He's out.
He's out. Okay. Is he here today with the team, I think?
I don't really know.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he was released from the hospital yet or not.
Oh, okay. They're just announcing.
Yeah, there he is on the sidelines. He
is here supporting his team.
Number 9.
I see the Coach Borriellos.
Yeah, Coach Borriello and Athletic Director Borriello.
And they are actually right now announcing, I believe, the Blue Devils?
Yeah, right. Eric Thayer was just introduced. I can't really hear who's being announced.
Can you see them? That's the question.
Number 69, Frank Casamento is being introduced.
There we go. If we listen hard enough.
Yeah. Donald Corso, number 70, is being introduced. He's a lineman. And A.J. Borriello, son of Coach Borriello. Okay. That looks to be the Ellenville lineup is introduced. And now Millbrook is being introduced. That Sean Keenan is head coach. His assistants are Lou Casanelli, Peter Keenan, and Lou Portaro. Ellenville is congregating at the 20-yard line, coming over to the sideline right now. And the referees look like they're just about ready to go. We're waiting for the playing of our national anthem. And here it comes.
Here it comes.
No, don't give it up. Don't give it up.
Okay. Just in case.
Okay, that's the playing of our national anthem.
Which means it's time for some football.
Yeah, looks that way.
We are ready to go live here on 107.9 WELV, being brought to you live from Dietz Stadium in Kingston with myself, Alan Buckler, and joining me, Paul Tenenbaum, our regular football commentator.
Yeah, it looks. I just like the game to get going, just so we can take advantage of as much light as we can.
Yeah.
Right now, the conditions are just perfect. Just perfect.
And now, just to give people a heads up, this is my first football game to commentate on.
Yeah, American football.
American football.
Yeah, Alan is familiar with European football.
Right, which many over here know as soccer. So I understand about the guys running around on a field chasing a ball, except the ball is usually round and there's only 11 aside. So it might take me some adjusting, but I do watch the Super Bowl every year, so I do know a bit about football. So
okay, well we still have 11 on a side.
Okay.
All right, we still have 11 on the side. They're just positioned in different areas.
Okay.
Okay.
And it's 11 for offense and 11 for defense.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So
and to be honest with you, schools of this size, Class C or Division 3, I guess it is, a lot of the players have to play both ways. In other words, a lot of players play offense and defense because they just don't have the numbers in students that participate.
Right.
So it's very interesting.
Well, just looking at the rosters, it looks as if Millbrook has a bigger squad than we do, at least today.
Yeah, they have about 7 or 8 more players than we do.
So it'll be interesting to see if that has any factor.
Yeah, and right now we're going to have the meeting of the captains and the traditional coin toss
Which looks like
to see who's going to receive and kick off. Right.
Looks like the captains is Borriello, number 73.
Yeah, AJ.
Warner, 65. And Thayer, Eric, number 35.
Eric, 65, and Jerry Friedman Warner.
Jesse. Yep, and then they are marching into the center circle. But I guess the center circle is for the soccer field, right? The yellow lines?
Well, it's the center. It's got a big K on it for Kingston. I guess this is the home field for Kingston High School.
Right. And I do see a Lukaseski approaching.
Yes, Tim is walking up the steps to join us up here.
So my football commentary debut can wait.
Well, we're looking forward to it for it to continue.
Well, me too. I'll have to practice commentating during these first couple of quarters while Tim's talking. I'll be paying attention to see what you guys are talking about.
Okay.
And then and here he is, the man himself, Tim Lukaseski. Give me 1 second to change over microphones.
Okay, the referee is explaining what particular ground rules are, and Ellenville is going from our left to our right, and Millbrook is going to be, and Ellenville has chosen to receive the ball. Ellenville's going left to right, and Millbrook's going to be kicking off from our right going to our left. And game's just about ready to get going. How you doing, Tim?
Pretty good. How you doing?
Good.
Rough commute down there this time of day on a Friday.
Yeah, you can get stuck behind some people, and it's tough to get by on 209.
Oh, yeah. But I made it. Looks like we're going to be kicking off with the sun in our eyes.
Sun in our eyes going into the shadows, yeah.
And, hey, I guess it's white and blue against white and blue today.
Yeah, a little bit of purple in there, it looks like, on the Millbrook side.
Yeah.
Now, I would imagine we are the higher seed, since we were 7-1.
Yeah,
and beat them during the course of the year.
Yes, I think we were the 2nd seed, they were the 3rd seed, and could the 4 teams make it? And then you had the Sullivan West is playing the 4th seed tonight at Middletown.
Tri-Valley, yeah.
Yeah, so the 1 and 4 and 2 and 3 are playing today, so we're definitely 2.
Okay.
Beautiful day out there. I see Coach Burry out there with his shorts on and.
Well, Coach Borriello might be out there in his shorts, even if it was snowing, knowing Tony.
Yeah, I'm the same way, but still, it's a beautiful day. I had the window down the whole way down here. It's about 65 degrees, according to my thermometer in my car. And it looks like about ready to start out there. The Millbrook kickers trying to bounce the ball on the tee. Let's see, who we have back for us. We have Donald Exner and number 5.
Amir Maxwell,
All right.
one of my students. Okay.
Amir and Donald back for the long kick.
Yeah, Amir was brought up from the JV. He's a sophomore.
Wow. I see him starting a game like today.
Yeah, he's quite a talented athlete. Okay, and there they go. They approach the ball, and the ball's in the air.
Decent kick.
And, Maxwell fumbles it.
Bounced right off him.
And let's see who recovered. It's about at the 30-yard line, 29-yard.
Ellenville did recover it. That was scary for the first play of the game.
Yeah.
But like I said, I just mentioned, it's surprising to see a
sophomore out there.
Well, someone just pulled up from JV starting back there to receive. That's a pretty coveted position.
Okay, so Ellenville takes over at the 27-yard line.
Decent return, hit him in the face mask about the 10-yard line. 17-yard return.
17-yard bounce.
Recovery.
Okay, so Ellenville comes out of the huddle. Okay, I can't. Is it Anthony Casamento? Yes, Anthony Casamento under center with a I formation, and the ball's given off to Exner up the middle, and he picks up about 8 yards.
Yes, nice pickup.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a. I don't know if you talked about it before I got here about with Sebastian Constable.
Right.
Getting appendicitis 2 days ago. Having his.
And he is on the sidelines.
Oh, he is. Oh,
Yeah.
Modern day technology, you can remove it quick. I mean, he wasn't going to be playing today, but it's nice to see him out there walking around, supporting his team.
Right. Okay, this time we have a full house backfield with Casamento under center. Calling signals. This time it's given to Exner again. He goes around left side.
Makes one move.
And it's down around midfield and picks up the first down.
Yeah, right on the 50-yard line. Looks like the line judge is calling it. Two nice pickups. Now I know Millbrook's got a running back too. That's pretty good. Nick Finger. He's
Right.
a 2,000-yard running back. So I'm not sure how we did it the last time we played him, but hopefully we can do it again.
Well, I think it was 52-7.
Yeah.
And I think they held him to 75 yards.
Yeah. Well, they
Okay.
said they had a 52-yard run and they only had 90 yards for the game.
Okay, Casamento puts a man in motion in the I formation, and Exner goes around left end again, picks up a first down, and he's out at about the 39. No, let's call it the 40.
This is what Ellenville's been doing all year, just running it down their throats, just run, and it works great.
Yeah.
Not until they stop us.
Okay, so it picks up another first down, so it's 1st and 10 for Ellenville. Adam Wienick brings him out of center. Adam's the veteran center for our team. Full house backfield. Casamento gives it again to Exner, and this time he breaks a couple tackles. And he fumbled. And Millbrook recovered at the 40-yard line.
All right, that's unlikely for Donald, but he was trying to fight off too many tacklers there. He had about 3 or 4. He was carrying 3 or 4 Millbrook players with him, and one of them probably just ripped it out of his hand before he went down.
Right. So Millbrook takes over at their own 40-yard line.
So now we have a chance to see our defense out there. And let's see. I see who's back there in the quarterback for them.
I can't really see from here.
Here it says here that it looks like they have a sophomore quarterback at number 12, Kyle Rudy.
Or Peter Keenan.
Yeah.
And it's given to, looks like it's Finger, and he has a loss of about 3 yards.
Yeah, that's the defense. That's what we want to see. So who did you also say? Peter Keenan.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I can't really see.
They have 2 sophomore quarterbacks, so you look for them in the future. Let's see, number 20. What number is Keenan?
Keenan is 7, I think.
Keenan is 7, and Rudy's 12. It's hard to tell who's under center there. Number 7. It is Keenan.
Yep. And it was a pickup of about 6 yards, so it's probably...
Yeah, 3rd and 8.
3rd and 7, 3rd and 8.
7. Yeah, 3rd and 7 looks like.
Yeah. Okay.
It's amazing the weather we've had this past week that we were blessed with a day like today.
They're going with the no-huddle offense, if you noticed.
Oh, yeah. I think they're trying to catch us off guard or trying to get us tired.
Yeah, and I think that's Keenan playing quarterback. That is. It's a pitch to Finger, and he makes the first down, it looks like.
Yeah, it looks like he just made it by about a half a yard.
Yeah, just about at the into Ellenville territory at the 49-yard line.
Now I'm just looking across field. They look like they have a lot more uniforms on their side of the field than we have on ours.
Yeah, well, when you look at the program, you can see that on the program alone, let alone injuries, that they have about 8 to 10 more players than we do. Again, with no huddle offense, Keenan under center, finger in motion, fakes. Oh, man was wide open.
He was.
He was wide open. He was past the secondary, and he just couldn't hold on to the ball.
Slightly underthrown. Looked like he reached back. He looked like he was didn't want to break his stride.
What is that, 24? Darnell Cummings. Ball was intended for Darnell Cummings.
Yeah, pass a little wobbly, so I think maybe if that was a spiral, it probably would have.
Yeah, but I hope that wakes the Ellenville defense up a little bit.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Because he was wide open. Finger in motion, pitch to finger, goes over right corner, and he's out, and he's in the open.
It's over.
They're not catching him. It's a touchdown for Millbrook. So Millbrook takes the early lead with a sweep around right side.
That was about a 45-yard run.
Right.
Or actually even further, I think. It was on a 49. It's a 49-yard run for touchdown.
Right. So Millbrook scores first. So with 9:14 left in the first quarter, Millbrook takes an early lead, 6-0, and they're setting up for the point after attempt number 8, Aiden Little. And the kick is...
Good.
Kick is good. All right, so it makes the score 7-0 Millbrook.
That was a very nice kick by the kicker. I didn't see what number he was.
Yeah.
But
Aiden Little.
That was one of the nicer kicks I've seen all year.
Yeah, really.
You know, a lot of the kickers on our team and the other teams have been skeptical all year. That one was a pretty confident kick right there.
Yeah. It was high. Wasn't even. It was just a question whether it went through the uprights or not. Okay, so with the score, Millbrook 7, Ellenville nothing, with 9:14 to go. This is Paul Tenenbaum and Tim Lukanevsky. Am I pronouncing your name right?
No.
All right, what is it?
Lukazeski.
Lukazeski. Okay, Tim Lukazeski, bringing you the game today on WELV 107.9 on your dial.
But see, I get used to that. I tell everybody when they mispronounce my name, I've had my name butchered in 38 different countries and I don't know how many different languages. So
okay.
I don't mind.
Is this game on TV right now?
Not now, no, because we don't have the technology at the studio yet to broadcast and send a video signal back up to Ellenville, but we do have it for the radio. So
okay,
we will be editing this as soon as possible and getting it on the air, hopefully early next week. Maybe put the raw footage on tonight. When we get back to Ellenville, if it comes out good enough.
Okay, again, it's going to Maxwell. This time he fields it, and he's cutting up the field. Runs into his old man.
Knock his own player down. It looks like...
And he brought it out to about the 21, 22-yard line.
Yeah, it looks like Millbrook's got a plan. They're keeping that kick away from Exner. They know Exner can run the ball, and they're kicking it to the rookie side of the field.
Yeah. Okay, so Ellenville takes over at their own 22.
And you see, he took out his own player, knocked him right down. I mean, he ran it hard.
Yeah.
See, 20. Did they say 22?
Yep.
Oh, I hear the sound system here.
Yeah, they
seem to improve the sound system. I went to school for Kingston, and I remember you could barely hear what they were saying years ago.
This time it's given to Eric Thayer. He comes over the right tackle and picks up about 4 to 5 yards. Eric, a true veteran of this team.
Yes, he is. He's one of those players you'd love to have. He's just a workhorse out there. No matter what you ask him to do, he does it without even questioning it. Just
okay. So, yeah, it's second and about 4 for Ellenville. Casamento under center, full house backfield. This time it's given to Exner, and Exner breaks a few tackles, and he's close. I don't know if he made the first down, but he's close.
Looks real close. Looks like he did. I'm not sure. Yep, they're moving the flags.
Okay, good call, Tim.
I was just guessing.
Now, if we can just stop the turnovers, we'd be in good shape.
Yeah. Yeah, they're still not really stopping the run, but I guess we didn't stop their run either. So.
Okay, this time was a quick opener given to 34.
That's
and
there,
that's
right?
Andrew Platt.
Andrew Platt. Okay.
Yeah, he had that great game against Tri-Valley about a month ago. He's 11th grader. All right, so that was pickup of about 4, so it's second and about 6.
Yeah, I've been mentioning that the game after. I don't think you were there, but how I didn't even know his name on the team until that game, and then he just had a breakout game.
Okay, Casamento flips the ball to Exner, who goes around left end, great block, and picks up another first down.
Who threw that block?
I couldn't see, but number 10 just was flattened.
Number
Thayer,
35, eh?
Yeah, Eric took out Kyle Cuomo, and
that was a block. But I mean, he's a brick house too, though. He's a wrestler. He's just probably no body fat on the kid.
yeah. So it's again a 1st and 10 for Ellenville from their own 44-yard line. This time we have an I formation, and Thayer goes in motion, and it's given to Thayer going around a misdirection play, but he picks up about 2 to 3 yards.
Yeah, and that was a very impressive because he got stopped about a yard behind the line of scrimmage. They tried to stand him up, and he just took him for a ride.
Right. So it's a pickup of about 2, so it's going to be second and about 8 for Ellenville. And that was a pretty good tackle by Millbrook. It was one-on-one tackling. Okay, Casamento on to center. Full house backfield this time. And it's given to Exner over left tackle. And he picks up a first down to about the 43-yard line.
Yeah, now did you see, I think that was number 20, I think it was. He was just trying to rip the ball out of Exner. It's like they're trying to keep him standing, and they're trying to gang tackle him to rip the ball out of his hands.
Right.
So I'm thinking that they have a game plan.
Well, and I think Nick Finger, number 31, their great runner, was the one who made that tackle. So, as I was saying, a lot of these players have to play both ways.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Full house backfield. Casamento on to center. This time it's given to 34, Platt with a quick opener. And he picks up about, I would say about 5 yards.
Yeah.
No, maybe even more.
Yeah, it looks like about 6, maybe 7.
Yeah.
They're moving that yard marker down. And we got about 6 minutes and 53 seconds to go here in the first quarter.
Right, the score, Millbrook 7, Ellenville nothing. Okay, Casamento brings him out under center. Full house backfield is given to Platt again, and he picks up about 3. Oh, when he dropped, was there a change of possession? That's what they've been doing.
That's what they're doing. They're keeping them up in the air. Is it?
I don't know.
It looks like it. I don't know.
No,
Yep,
it's first and 10.
No, yeah,
First and 10 Millbrook.
Yep, change it.
So another turnover for Ellenville.
That's all they're doing. They're keeping them up and they're ripping the ball out of their hands, even though I thought they had a forward progress thing. I thought I heard the whistle blowing.
Well, that's up to the referees. In
Yeah.
any case, it's another turnover for Ellenville, the second fumble.
Right about the same area, too, about 5 yards different.
Yeah. Now let's see if Ellenville's defense can contain Millbrook.
Well, Finger is lined up somewhere.
In the slot. He's lined up in the slot, goes in motion, and it's a misdirection play. And
a loss.
A loss on the play.
That's how we started the last one, too.
Eric Thayer dove in there for about a 2-yard loss.
Well, so Eric's the kind of player he's going to leave. He's going to leave everything he has on the field today because it could be his last game. So they don't want it to be, and we don't want it to be.
Yeah. Okay. Again, Finger in the slot in motion, and it's a pitch to him, trying to go up the middle, and he gets an opening, and he picks up about 5 yards.
That's going to bring it to about 3rd and 5.
Yep. Okay, again, no huddle.
Yeah, they're
Okay, this time they have a full house backfield. And it's pitched to Finger, and he stopped. Well, yeah.
Stop. Maybe a gain about 1, but that's going to make it a 4th and 3.
Right.
Maybe 4.
At about the 44-yard line of Millbrook.
4th and 3. The field here, the turf field here at Kingston's in great shape, looking good.
Eric Thayer made that tackle, number 35 for Ellenville. So I would have. Well, I don't know.
Whoa.
Yep. Blazers are going for it unless they
Surprise.
drop back. Oh, they're in motion.
Oh, they drew us off.
Okay, there is a flag.
And that was the whole team jumping off. So I don't know. I mean, it's amazing how the whole team. Usually, one guy jumps off, you can see it's our fault. But when the whole team jumps, you think someone on the offense may have triggered it. Yeah, look at it. It's our ball. It's that's against Millbrook, I believe.
Let's see what the
I either think they either moved.
offensive motion against Millbrook.
Yeah. That's what I thought, because normally when you see, we had about 5 players jump the line there, and usually not that many people mess up at one. If one does it, he's trying to anticipate the count. But when the whole team does it, someone either they move the ball or the quarterback stands up or something. I didn't see it.
Okay, so that makes it about 4th and about 8.
It looks like they're going to kick now.
Yeah, they're sending in new.
Who are we sending back? Is that Thayer?
Yeah, it looks like Eric. Eric's dropping back to receive the punt.
I don't know. I don't know what kind of leg this kicker's got.
According to this, their kicker, they have 2 kickers, Kevin Domries and Aiden Little. I think this is Little. No, this is Kevin Domries, I think.
Single-digit number?
Little it was.
Short punt.
And it went out of
kicked it right
bounds.
Out of bounds.
Went out of bounds at about the 43, 40.
They're walking
No,
up to about the
45-yard line. So it was only about a 15, 20-yard kick.
Now I know is it in college or professional? If they do that in college or professional, it's a re-kick with a penalty, right?
No, that's on a kickoff. Not on a
kickoff?
punt. Not on a
Okay, I
punt.
thought it was on a punt too. You couldn't
Yeah.
kick it out of bounds.
No, that's what they try to do within the 20-yard line.
Yeah, well, they try to get it down
Yeah.
it with him before it goes into the end zone. They try to,
Yeah.
or I thought it
Okay.
had to land in. But that's why I play basketball.
Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for Ellenville from their own 45. There's 4:23 left with the score. Millbrook 7, Ellenville nothing. Okay, Casamento brings them out with an I formation. And it's given to Platt, and he picks up about 5.
Wondering if our coaching staff is telling our players to not to be so aggressive if they're gang to drop to the ground
Yeah.
so they don't rip it out of their arms. Because we're getting positive yards on every play. It's just,
Yeah, the turnovers are killing us.
yeah.
Okay, so it's 2nd and 4. This time a full house backfield. Casamento under center, calling signals. And he gives it to Exner over left tackle, and he picks up a 1st down.
Casamento's doing a good job as backing up as the starting quarterback today, backing up Sebastian Constable,
Right.
as we mentioned earlier, who had appendicitis earlier this week and had his appendix removed 2 days ago, so he will not be playing today.
Okay, so the ball is at the Millbrook 43-yard line with 3:41 left to go in the first quarter. Clock is starting. Casamento calling with a full house backfield. And it's given to Exner again around left side, picking up. It looks like he's got another 1st down.
Real close to it anyway. We'll see how generous the
spot is.
spot is for us. Looks like we might be on the line or just short. Yeah, looks like we're about a foot short, according to what that line
The line
marker is any judgment here.
Yeah, it's going to be 2nd and about 1.
This is a good passing down anyway, which I'm sure that anyone knows football.
I don't know if we're going to see that with this team, but we'll see.
Yeah, I'm
We'll
not
see
sure.
if-
I know
if-
Casamento's got a good arm. I've seen that. I've seen him throw the ball in practice. He's got a really good arm, but
Oh, he's quarterback sneak.
yeah, got the 1st down.
And he's a big boy.
Again, there's that forward progress I was talking about earlier. They're
Right.
giving him that.
So he gets the 1st down at the Millbrook between the 31 and 32-yard line.
So you got a pretty good show for Halloween night. It's tough. I know, even with students and stuff, to come down here for the technical end of it. A lot of students had already had plans for
Halloween evening.
a Halloween evening, and but we're getting a pretty good crowd here so far for the first game of the doubleheader. There's another game at 8 o'clock tonight, which Ellenville is not playing, and we will not be airing.
Okay, Casamento in the center. This time it's given to Exner. Bounces off a couple people and picks up about 3 or 4 yards.
Brings him to about the 29-yard line.
Yeah. I can't really see.
Yeah, I'm just watching the line judge right here.
Yeah, just inside the 30. So it's going to be second and about 7. Second and about 7 for Ellenville. With 1:55 left to go in the first quarter. Casamento calling signals with a full house backfield. Ball is given to Eric Thayer, taking people over. And it's down to about the 24-yard line. So it'll be third and about 2.
Well, I know we're in 2 down territory anyway.
Yeah, really.
We're not kicking a field goal.
Okay. So it's third and about 2 for Ellenville.
You see the shadows taking over the field right now too.
Right. All right. Full house backfield again. It's given to. Oh, he drops the ball.
I'm not sure who got it.
Ball was on the ball was on the ground. Let's see who. Millbrook picked it up again. It's our third fumble.
We really have one in a game. We've had 3 in the first quarter. Still 1 minute and 7 seconds to go in the first quarter.
So Millbrook takes over at their own 33-yard line. That time I think it was just.
Well, I think that's the quarterback that they're not used to handoffs and because Donald Exler's normally got hands like soft hands, but he doesn't let that ball go. And that's his second fumble of the first quarter.
Yeah, he didn't have control of that ball.
No, I think that's just again, they were surprised with having to go with their backup quarterback today, but he's been doing a good job so far.
Okay, it's given to Finger, and it's a misdirection play. He gets around the left side, and he's run out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. Pick up a first down for Millbrook. He started going to his right and then changed direction and went left.
Yeah. I don't know about you, but our defense seems to be awfully tight in there. Like, I'm used to defense being a little more spread out so they can't make the turn around the corner.
Well, I think that also has to do with the fact that Sebastian is not in the secondary.
Yeah.
And also Michael Wernick is not playing tonight.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's hurt. He needs to have an MRI taken, so he didn't get medical clearance. Okay, tight formation. And 21 goes in motion this time. And they're trying to move the pack. And Frank Casamento makes the tackle on number 20? Number 20, who is David Hollingsworth.
That's Millbrook's been showing a lot of unique formations, I guess you could say.
Right. Well, I think they learned a lot from the first game.
Yeah. And you got to see.
It's
still only 7-0 with about 25 seconds to go.
This time the ball
was pitched to
to 21.
Pitched to number 24. That was
24. Darnell Cummings.
Yeah.
And that was a loss of about 7 yards.
Yeah. So that might have been the last play of the first quarter. As it ticks down, we're going 7-6-5. We're heading out, and that'll be the last play.
Okay, yeah, that's the end of the first quarter, folks, with the score: Millbrook 7, Ellenville nothing. Okay, now the teams will change directions. Ellenville will be going right to left, and Millbrook will be going left to right. And Millbrook has a third and about 7 from their own 44-yard line. So interesting first quarter, Tim, don't you think?
Very interesting. I think we can really make a game of this. The first game we played them seemed to be a blowout. And it was funny because that's the game that I think all of these sports writers had Ellenville losing that game, and we ended up blowing them out like 52-7.
Mm-hmm.
So I think this is a unique situation. We've had 3 turnovers in the first quarter, which is unheard of for our season so far. So if we can just stop that, we could have had 2 or 3 scores already.
Right, and like you said, I think that's part of Millbrook's game plan. The last one was definitely a bad exchange between quarterback and running back, but the other 2 is, like you said, the defense was holding them up and they were just ripping it out. But kind of interesting.
Ellenville or for Millbrook? Ellenville? 63. Oh.
53.
63.
63.
I'm sorry. Those of you listening out there in Radio World, we were just asked who number 63 was for our team. And
And we don't know. They
I'm
brought up,
looking now. They brought up some JV players,
so
we're
we don't
trying
really know who they've brought up.
We thought they had all the numbers. I'm trying to look out there see if I can see them.
Well, there is a 63 out there, but I don't know who he is.
Yeah, I see 36. I think that's Matt Rogers, right? Yeah,
36 is Matt Rogers, yeah.
big Matt.
Okay, so to start the second quarter, Millbrook has the ball on their 44. It's pitched to Finger, and he stopped at the 45-yard line. So it's going to be fourth and about 5 or 6.
Yeah, it looks like they might be sending the kicking team out. But like I said, I wouldn't. The way they've been running this unique offense, I wouldn't be surprised if they tried something sneaky here, something trick play as they call them.
Okay, but
I'm still trying to say, where's number 63 playing?
8. That's Aiden Little back in punt formation for Millbrook, and Eric Thayer dropping back to receive the punt. High snap, and this time it's also kicked out of bounds.
About the 33-yard line, but it all depends on where the refs saw it go over his head. About 34-yard line.
So Ellenville takes over.
Okay, where's... I'm still trying to find 63 on our team. I haven't seen him yet. 63 right here. Okay, right by our bench here. I am not sure who that is.
He's a pretty big boy, but I can't really tell for sure.
Yeah.
If he takes the helmet off him, I might be able to recognize him. Okay, so Ellenville breaks out of the huddle. Adam Weinick brings him. Anthony Casamento under center. This time we have a full house backfield. Exner deep in the formation. And it's pitched to Donald, and he drops it again. And he lost about 8 yards on that.
I'm sorry, I wasn't paying attention there. I was looking down on the field for our students. But was that another miss? Or was that
No, it was just Donald didn't handle it. It was a pitch back to him, and he just, I guess he started to run before he got possession.
Yeah, that's about an 8-yard loss, it looks like. So it's going to be 2nd and 18.
Yep. Okay, this time we have, again, full house backfield with Donald deep in the formation. And it's given to Exner running up the middle, and he gets stopped almost at the line of scrimmage.
He's got to get behind Thayer, because I still see Thayer just running people over out there.
Yeah.
Throwing blocks.
Yeah. So it's going to be 3rd and about 17 for Ellenville from their 27-yard line.
Yep. Let's see what kind of play we have for
third and long. 3rd and long. Let's see if they have a post pattern in their repertoire. Okay, this time we have an I formation with Thayer going in motion, and the ball's given to Thayer over the left side, and it takes 2 people to bring him down, but it's across till about the 31-yard line.
Yep, still didn't make it back to the original line of scrimmage, so I'm sure we'll be punting.
Yeah, so it's going to be 4th and about 13.
So who's our punter today?
It's going to be interesting to see. Joe Logan was earlier in the year.
Let's see.
It looks like they're going for it. No, they're probably going to drop back into formation. 36.
That's Matt Rogers.
Matt Rogers is going to be doing the kicking. He's calling signals. Ball's hiked to him, and he left-footed kicker.
Nice.
Good punt.
Wow.
Oh, way over his head.
Look at it. And the player tried.
And he gets down at the 9-yard line. Great punt.
He dove on it and rolled away. The ball was on the 31 and ended up on the 9-yard line. So that's about a 60, almost a 60-yard. I mean, with the generous
60-yard pickup. But in any event,
where was he all year?
Well, also, I don't think the Millbrook man who dropped back went back deep enough.
Yeah, well, I said I don't think they.
He went right over his head.
Yeah, they didn't give our kicker any credit.
Right. So now, if Ellenville's defense could hold him, it'll be 1st and 10 with 8:51 to go in the second quarter.
All right, Paul, I'm going to hand this over to you.
Okay.
I'm going to run out for a minute.
Okay.
All right, and I'll be back shortly.
Okay, so Finger goes in motion. The ball's pitched to him, and he's still on his feet, and he's down about the 14-yard line. So it's a pickup of about 5. So it'll be 2nd and 5 for Millbrook. And, I know that Coach Borriello has seen them in the past, but they're king on finger. And anyway, in any event, Peter Keenan calling, this time the ball is given to Finger, and he breaks a tackle and picks up a first down to about the 21, 22-yard line of Millbrook.
I'm back for a second, Paul.
Okay.
I just got an update. The game going on in Middletown right now, the Sullivan West Tri-Valley, it's 12-0 in the first quarter, at the end of the first quarter.
Is that Sullivan West?
Sullivan West.
Sullivan West
over
is
Tri-Valley 12-0. So we'll try to have updates for you throughout the game about that, too, to see who'll be playing who next week.
Okay.
I'll be right back.
Okay, 1st and 10 for Millbrook. Ball's pitched to 24, which is Cummings, and he is hit for a loss. A big loss. Frank Casamento involved in the tackle. And it was a loss of about 6. So it'll be 2nd and 16 from about the 15-yard line. Okay, again, Millbrook going with a no-huddle offense, getting the signals from the sideline. Keenan over center with an I formation and Finger deep in formation. It's pitched back to Finger, and he goes up the middle for about 4 to 5 yards. So it's down. He's down around the 19-yard line, so it's going to be 3rd and about 12 or 13 for Millbrook from their 19-yard line. Okay, again with the no huddle. Keenan over center with Finger in the slot going in motion, and it's fake to him, and it's an incomplete pass, almost complete to number 10, Kyle Cuomo again, off his fingertips. If Millbrook can get their passing game going, they've tried 2 passes, and both times their men were open, but they haven't been able to pick up the completion. So it's 4th and about 12 from the Millbrook 19. So I assume that Millbrook is probably going to go into punt formation. Again, Eric Thayer dropping back. If they can get this, it could be good field position for Ellenville. Ellenville going right to left. Okay. Aiden Little back in formation. A bad snap, and a bad punt. Casamento picks it up at the 17-yard line. He was so shocked he didn't know what to do with the ball. He picked it up, made a good grab on the ball, and looked back at the coach at the sidelines. What should I do? And it was but he ended up doing the right thing and going forward. Good set of hands on Anthony. Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for Ellenville from the Millbrook 17-yard line. Okay, there's 6:32 left in the second quarter. Okay, this is Paul Tenenbaum bringing you the game on 107.9 WELV, a service of the Ellenville school system. Casamento under center, calling signals. Ball's given to Exner, who gets tackled almost immediately. So a pickup of about 1, maybe 2 yards. I'm not sure if he picked up anything on that. So it's going to be 2nd and about 10. All right. This time we have a full house backfield. Casamento calling signals. And the ball pitched to Thayer this time. Sweeps right, and he's going, and he's in for the score. Great pickup by Eric Thayer following his blockers over right tackle. So that makes the score with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. Millbrook 7, Ellenville 6. Ellenville going to probably go for the 2-point conversion. I see Casamento coming to the sideline and getting the instructions from Coach Connor, the offensive coordinator. Ellenville going for 2. We have number 12 split out to the right, Brandon Cathcart. And Casamento calling signals. The ball's pitched to Exner, and he gets in for the conversion. So Ellenville takes an 8-7 lead with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. Ellenville now is up 8-7. That was a great run by Eric Theron and a really great conversion by Donald Exner. He was hit before he crossed the goal line and just carried the would-be tackler into the end zone. Okay, so Ellenville is up now 8-7 with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. Ellenville had great field position on the trouble that Millbrook had with the snap, and Aiden Little did what he could to get the ball out of there, but Ellenville took over, and that was a 17-yard drive. And with the conversion, Ellenville leads now 8-7 with 5:44 to go in the second quarter. Hopefully this can settle the Blue Devils down. And this is going to be their first kickoff of the day for them. They kick off from the 40, and Ellenville's going to be kicking from right to left, and Millbrook will be receiving into the sun. Okay, there seems to be a problem with the football as the linesman is asking for another one. Okay, and they're changing the balls again. Okay. Matt Rogers teeing the ball up. Matt Rogers, a left-footed kicker. Ellenville huddling on our right. And the score 8-7. Ellenville does their normal fake quick kick, and they're lined up. And Matt Rogers kicks it off. High kick, not too deep. And it bounces. And he's tackled, number 24, Darnell Cummings. Tackled at about the 24-yard line. 23-yard line, maybe. Okay, so Millbrook takes over at their own 23-yard line. Okay, Millbrook going left to right. Beautiful day here in Kingston. This is Paul Tenenbaum bringing you the game on WELV. Okay, Keenan under center calling signals. Finger goes in motion. The pitch goes to Finger, and he's tackled with about a 1 to 2 yard pickup. Frank Casamento making the stop, number 70. He's the brother of Anthony Casamento. Okay, and here comes Millbrook again. Okay, Keenan calling signals, finger in motion, fake to him, given to 21, who's tackled almost immediately. We're a 1 or 2 yard gain. So it's going to be third and about 8 for Millbrook from their own 21-yard line. And Millbrook takes the first time out of the half. Each team gets 3 timeouts per half. That's Millbrook's first. So with the score, Ellenville 8, Millbrook 7 with 4:42 to go in the second quarter. This is Paul Tenenbaum bringing you the game today on a beautiful day here in Kingston. First game of the playoffs. And the last time we had an update on the other Class C playoff game. It was 12-0 in favor of Sullivan West over Tri-Valley. That's being played at the new Middletown facility. Okay, so both teams coming out of their timeout. Millbrook coming back onto the field. So it's going to be 3rd and about 8. Most likely a passing down. And Keenan calling signals, getting his team set up on the left side of the field. Okay, this is finger going in motion. The pitch to finger. And again, he stopped for only about a 2-yard gain, maybe a 1-yard gain, and he's a little slow getting up. He's helped up by an Ellenville player, good sportsmanship showed. So it's going to be 4th and about 7. Tackled by Matt Rogers, number 36. So Eric Thayer dropping back for the return. And Aiden Little again dropping back to punt for Millbrook. The ball is at the 22-yard line, so hopefully Ellenville can get good field position out of this. Millbrook in deep formation, deep punt formation. Good hike this time. And he gets a kickoff, not too deep, and it's bouncing around the 43, 44-yard line, and it stops rolling just short of the Millbrook 45-yard line. So Ellenville will take over, let's say, at the Millbrook 45. So it'll be 1st and 10 for Ellenville with 3:37 to go in the second quarter. Casamento bringing his team into the huddle. And he's got his signals from Coach Connor, Merle Connor, and Adam Wienick bringing him out. We have a full house backfield with Thayer, Platt, and Exner. Casamento calling. And the pitch goes to Thayer this time. He's running, trying to sweep right. He gets around the right end. He picks up, and he's into the secondary. And he's still going. Oh, no, he stepped out of bounds. He stepped out of bounds at about the 22.5-yard line. He was shedding people left and right. Eric Thayer, really workhorse. But he picked up the first down, so it's going to be 1st and 10 for Ellenville at the 22-yard line. Okay, Ellenville in their huddle. Adam Wienick brings them out. Again, with the full house backfield of Platt, Thayer, and Exner. This time the ball's given to Exner, trying to sweep around, and he's tripped up for basically no gain, maybe a pickup of 1. That was a great tackle. It looked like by Nick Finger, I mean. So it's going to be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10 for Ellenville at their own 23-yard line, at Millbrook's 23-yard line. Full house backfield. Again, Casamento calling signals. And this time the pitch is to Thayer. He's trying to run away. He picks up. He's into the secondary, but there is a penalty flag on the play. There is a penalty flag on the play. There is a touchdown. But let's see what the penalty flag is. I'm looking to see what the penalty is. It looks to be against Ellenville because they're conferring with the Millbrook team. First penalty of the game, folks. Holding on Ellenville. I couldn't tell who it was, but it's a 10-yard penalty. And so it's going to be... So it's going to be 2nd and about 13 or 14 for Ellenville from their own 26-yard line, from Millbrook's 26-yard line. This time the ball's pitched to Exner. He sweeps around left end. He gets a few yards, and he's down at about the 20-yard line. So it's going to be 2nd and about 9, it looks like. No, it's going to be 3rd and about 9 for Ellenville. Again, this is probably 2-down territory for Ellenville. So it's going to be 3rd and 9 at the Millbrook 22-yard line. This time, Eric Thayer is flanked out to the right with Platt and Exner in the background, and the ball is pitched to Exner. Following Platt, he gets around. He picked up about 7 yards short of the first down. He's down to about the 16. And there's a player down. It may be Donald. He's getting up slowly. Donald Exner, number 3. Ellenville's running back. And he's coming back to the huddle. So there's a timeout on the field. Ellenville takes its first timeout with 1:57 to go in the first half. With the score, Ellenville 8, Millbrook 7. This is Paul Tenenbaum bringing you the game today on 107.9 WELV, a service of the Ellenville school system. The shadows are now pretty much across the field to at least the 50, covering up half the field. Half the field is in the sun and half the field is in the shadows. But still, very comfortable day out here. Second half, I'm sure that more of the field will be covered in shadows, but we have perfect conditions. So, Ellenville has a 4th and about 4 at the Millbrook 16-yard line. Coach Connor's going over the strategy with his team. Coach Westbrook and Coach Borriello on the sidelines. So, Ellenville with their vaunted run offense here. They haven't attempted a pass yet. But we have a tight formation with a full house backfield. Casamento calling signals on the 4th hike. And Exner going around the left end. I'm not sure what kind of forward progress they got, but let's see if they picked up the first down. Yeah, I think he picked up the first down. Now they're calling a timeout to see. They're going to take a measurement to see if he picked up the first down. It all depends upon the spot. It looks to be about at the 12-yard line. Between the 12 and 13, they're bringing the chains across the field for the measurement.
Oh, it's serious now. When that chain comes out, I know they're getting specific.
Yeah. No, this is what they do when it gets close.
Going down to the inches.
Jesse Friedman Warner there. First down for Ellenville by inches, literally inches.
And there's only
Okay, so it's 1st and 10 for the Ellenville Blue Devils at the Millbrook 12-yard line.
And there's 1 minute and 41 seconds to go till halftime.
Right, Alan, welcome back.
Thank you.
Okay, so Ellenville call in their huddle. Adam Waiting bringing them out. So it's 1st and 10 for Ellenville at the 12, at the Millbrook 12. All right, this time Thayer's in the slot on the left-hand side. He gets his man in motion, and the ball's given to Exner. Exner down to about the 5-yard line. Pickup of about 7.
Yeah, about 3 short.
And again, Millbrook trying to keep Donald Exner, the ball carrier, kind of keep Donald upright so that they could try to knock the ball out. But Donald protected that ball, so it's going to be, it's going to be 2nd and about 3 from the 6. This time the ball's pitched to Thayer. He's sweeping right. He's following Exner. He's going into the end zone for a touchdown.
Touchdown.
Okay, so Eric Thayer sweeping right side, going around going around the right side, and he scores. So with 46 seconds to go, the score now is Ellenville 14, Millbrook 7. The ball is taken back out to the 3-yard line.
Now, do you think they'll go for the kick this time, or are they going to charge
No,
it again?
I think they're going to go for the 2-point conversion. I don't think they have a place kicker that they can rely on. So they're going for the 2-point